sell Olo. I never know police sell people Olo still, but so it go. We are here with the Commissioner of Police, Anthony Anderson. And we really want to just talk to him about the police force, the ways for the police, the way forward and these things. But before I start, I want to ask you permission to talk to you like how I talk to my brethren them. Because I can't keep up with the protocol to say I must talk to you with all these languages and things. So, and I don't want nobody come say, oh, me I talk to the commissioner them there. Right. So I have the permission to talk to you like what I talk to my brethren them.
Just like what you talk to your brethren.
All right, all right. That don't mean some of your brethren know it, but we don't say.
So you men are brethren.
I joke.
Okay.
I joke. Yeah, all right. So first thing I want to ask you, as an old JDF man, how you make the transition from soldier to police?
Yeah, well, remember, both organizations recruit really the same type of person, same young men and women who are looking for adventure and really the office kind of thing, want to do something for their country, kind of all see that as their way to protect other people as their vocation in life. And so
it wasn't hard.
No, it's not that hard. So, and plus, throughout your career, you work closely with the police all throughout my career.
So why all the while me like you say, when the people them say them should have bring the soldier them on the road, they might say the soldier them don't have that kind of training. It take long to train a soldier to do policing on the road.
Well, so remember, the soldiers who assist the police force are doing a limited form of policing. In other words, they're dealing with mainly situations of high violence and going to places where they're providing cover for the police so that we can police, or in a situation where you have like emergency measures, they can operate somewhat on their own, but it's a limited form. So they don't necessarily have to know all the laws of Jamaica, be able to understand how to effect certain types of arrests and all of that.
So how long does that take for train them for know that? Because we hear say the crime critical, everybody say the crime critical. So,
to train a police officer takes 2 years.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so they
do...
that? No, that is the start point, That's when you're confirmed as a constable, after 2 years.
So it take longer for that.
No. I mean, to train, you pretty much train a soldier in less time than that.
Okay.
But remember, when a soldier leaves training, they always work under supervision. Yeah. Always. A police officer has to be able to function on his own. As a matter of fact, a police officer who is off duty and sees something happening is obligated to get involved.
Something,
right?
I'm not
so he has to know the law. He has to know it's a complex thing for a police officer.
You think so? We really need a Jamaica Defence Force?
I think we need both.
Cuba not going to invade.
It's just that.
It's what? Tell me what.
So remember, on the Defence Force side, you're talking about, as a country, we have interest going 250 miles south of Jamaica. So that is really blue water, normally where you'd find the Coast Guard operating. So that is a Defence Force role. If you look at how a lot of, or probably the majority of flying that the air wing of the JDF does is really to take injured persons across the country, support joint police military operations, to do search and rescue, all of these things. So we have what we call Kingston Flight Information Region, which is a large area. Most flights going north-south, south-north fly over Jamaica, and we control that traffic. In order to have that, you have to have search and rescue capability.
And the JDF and the police force could not be trained to do that?
Well, those are not normal police functions.
No, I know, but
anywhere.
But given that the JDF is almost dormant in a situation where the crime involved in it, and we need more police.
So what I'm saying is, the way circumstances are, we don't need to talk about one or the other. We need to talk about
the two of them.
Because each one has to do his job very well. Remember, the police force deals with a lot of process. Because ultimately you're making cases, you're carrying people to court, you're talking about public safety issues and that sort of thing. For the military is designed to operate in an unstructured environment. And things are broken down. Natural disaster, anything that you need.
Like the taxi man, them is natural disaster.
Well, you can say that.
They don't me say it. I'm just saying. What you mean? You don't say it. The taxi man, them is natural disaster. I tell you, they need some soldier out there for them.
No, but you see, it's different roles, you know.
Yeah,
and
I understand.
both of them are important. Both of them are important.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
All right. The Prime Minister, the other day, he make a talk and he say, successive governments have always, well, not always, but have been using illegal methods to solve crimes. You did hear him say that?
I didn't hear him say that.
We can play it. All right. I can say, him say, the unlawful methods have been used by successful government to solve crimes. You never hear him say that?
No, I didn't hear him say that.
He must talk in front of some Christian.
Okay, no, I didn't hear him say that.
He did upon the
So
idea.
you know what? Probably.
No, all right. Trust me, him
no,
did say it. Him did say it. She can't back me up for that. You never hear it neither. Man, don't make it sound like a lie me and tell upon the
what is the context? I don't know what.
He was talking to. No, he's trying to apologize for the things that the police force have done, like extrajudicial killings, right? Okay. And he's saying that successive governments. We have the thing about success. Where the Prime Minister said we played last week. You want to play it for the ambassador, so I can go and tell him what
right.
You know, let me say ambassador. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you what him say. Him say successive governments to solve crimes, they have been using illegal methods, like, and he mentioned the extra killings where the police, him say, him now, it's like him say, well, him now will tolerate that for happen again.
Okay. So...
he was talking in front of some Christians.
So I didn't hear it, so I don't really want
to you don't want to say...
What I can say...
I'll go and make them find
No, but what I say, so the context, I don't know about that. What I do know is that last year, we probably had the lowest number of police fatal shootings for the past... I looked all the way back to 1982, and it was lower than that.
Yeah.
So certainly you clearly see demonstrated police who will shoot if necessary, because we still have them, and which is fine.
Yeah, and vigilante police too.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, what them catch, remember I said them have a trial with 5 of them out of Clarendon, you know.
Yeah, that trial, yeah.
Some of them gone to prison.
Some of them are still in custody.
All right. So you wouldn't agree with the prime? Oh, you say you never hear it.
No.
You say you never hear it.
So what I'm saying is, so we have Jamaica has a long past of all sorts of things. What I do know is that for the last 15 years, there's no year in which we have dropped below 1,000 murders.
That is good. That is very good.
No year that we have dropped below.
No, I said no, that it is lower than...
No, it's not lower yet. Yeah. What I'm saying is, for the last 15 years, we've been above 1,000.
Yes.
So all of the discussions about...
No, what we are talking about? We're not talking about the murder rate, you know.
No, but I'm going to link up the whole thing.
Okay.
Right. So when you have it persistent like that over that longer time, and the only debate is about how much above 1,000 and how much you come above 1,000.
The security minister said he's going to move the state of emergency when it reach 800.
No, what I'm saying is, so there is a basis for that discussion.
Yes.
The basis for the discussion was that we have people who study this, academics in Jamaica, who have said, when you hit 800, you should continue the process of going down. It's like a tipping point.
Yes.
My figure, my working figure is 500.
Okay.
And I tell you why. We live in the most murderous region in the world.
Yes.
That's the Caribbean and Latin America. beyond everybody else. And the average in this region is about 16 per 100,000. That works out to about 500. In our
way
context,
above that.
we're 3 times that.
Yes.
And have been. It's not like we're there now. We have been that way for years. And I'm saying that we have to do things differently.
Yeah.
We have to do different things. We have to hold the line on things. Because over that period, we have changed administrations, we have changed people, we changed policy, we changed program. We don't hold on to anything long enough to make it work. And we don't have we haven't necessarily managed to galvanize the entire country behind this issue.
So you don't. All right. I want you to play the tape. Play the tape with the Prime Minister attack. You believe that there were extrajudicial killings by the police? You believe that?
You mean at any time?
At any time.
There's enough evidence to suggest that has happened at some point.
Because I don't remember if I think it's 2 commissioners down. The doctor, this lady I know me attack, you know.
Dr. Williams?
Yeah, we say
Carl Williams?
Him they come out and attack about the corruption in the police force. As a matter of fact, I think it's that make him resign too. He must get belly ache and heart ache and can't believe say that they're go on.
Well,
you don't remember?
Well, what I'm saying,
resign.
no, listen, this is not the whole thing around corruption is not a new thing. It's not a new thing that has come up today or yesterday. We are at the moment building out our capacity to deal with it. We lost that capacity, and we're building it out significantly. But there's a number of sides to that issue.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, why you tell the side, and then we hear the Prime Minister.
We can
hear the Prime Minister.
We have been fighting crime using the other methods, extrajudicial and illegal, for many years, and here we are still today. So let us use the law. If it means we have to strengthen the law, if it means we have to bring in more technology, and it definitely means that we have to bring in the public, into the crime fighting solution. So we...
Right.
All right. Assure positive so that is the Prime Minister.
No, absolutely.
All right.
Right.
So, him is apologizing. Him is saying, boy, this thing will go on for years. Now we reach a stage now where we have to stop that. We have to let that go happen again. All right.
Right.
So, my question is now, is that if this thing was going on and successive governments know that this thing will happen, how come you never hear nobody get? I mean, apart from the man them don't, so we just say them do.
Well, I think the cases are still going on.
Yes, all right. So apart from them, which you say,
no, other people have been
they
charged.
might get to
other people have been charged.
Like
a lot of people have been charged for murder.
No, not about. You mean like to kill him wife and him something?
No.
Like what?
On cases.
Police.
Yeah.
All right.
Over time.
And you think say the police force now, according to the previous commissioner, will say the police force is full of corrupt police. As you know, you come here at this moment in time now. What I would like to know, and maybe the public would like to know, what is your projection in relationship to making sure that me can sit down here so and play the Prime Minister tape again?
All right. So, from the first point, the point of which we take people into the organization, they had the vetting process and polygraph. The polygraph every person.
Every man who will join the police force.
Police force now is polygraphed before they join.
Yeah.
So at least we know what we're getting at the beginning.
Yeah.
So we know that. Then persons who are going through the process for promotion, they go through that vetting process also and are polygraphed. So we're going at 2 stages. At first, you do the people, you make sure everything coming in is at that point they're okay. And then you go through for those people as you're promoting people, appointing people to sensitive areas, there's a full vetting process. So that way you start to separate
the wolf from the wolf. I mean,
the wolf from the sheep.
All right. I know that, but all right. You think that vetting is enough to secure the police force to be really responsible force. Well, I'm sure I stop calling it force too, but responsible organization that the people, as when I want to say, tell what you know. And people is very skeptical to that. Because we did grow up to say, for ears, see I'm blind here and deaf, you know. It's not people who say, informer for dead, bring up that, you know. It's my parents and that say, boy, see I'm blind here and deaf. Now we are here say, anything you hear must stop.
Right.
All right. But the people, them, there's something innately in the people, them might say, them afraid to go tell the police.
Right.
Because the police could have work with the criminal.
So this is a area we have to address, work on as a force, because there's that being said everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt it is being said for a reason. People have their own personal experience. Sometimes the experience is all 10 years ago, but them still revive that
like
experience.
A man where they come from Canada that day, 10 years ago, he do something, and as him preach, them kill him. So man have them things that them heart.
So sometimes people's, an incident happens, and it is long ago, but it is
still boil up in you.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes.
I don't doubt that it may happen. So somebody might listen to me and say, "But it happened to me yesterday." Yeah, that's
so you
true.
think so you can? What you think you can do scientifically? What you think?
No. Well, there are a lot of people do that for a couple of reasons. People get corrupt for a few reasons. One, they have a high probability of getting away with it.
Yes.
So you have to put in measures to reduce that probability.
Yeah.
Then the consequence
like
of
what?
doing
Like
it,
what? Like measure? Like what kind of measures?
So one is how we conduct surveillance to know when it is happening.
Yes, like the camera thing.
There's camera. Yeah. There is
intelligence. There's
informers.
Yes.
Everything. In other words, you have to police yourself in the same way you police everybody else. You have to have a competent group of persons that that look at your own operations.
So that is your job. That is your job.
Yeah, that's my job. That's my job.
So
too.
give me
Mocha does some of it, but we work together. Yeah. So my my iProbe, which used to be IOC, does that work. We're building back up our own anti-corruption capability, but we work hand in glove with Mocha on these issues. So that process, that was one of the restructurings I had to do to build up that process. So it takes a little while. We're working on it.
But what more I find out, I hear what you say, but specifically, like what you're doing, when I talk about now, we know what to do. We know say this is happening and this is happening now, but specifically what the Commissioner of Police is doing specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are
like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah. But the problem is, so there are tactics, techniques, and procedures that we use in anti-corruption that I really don't want to just say here, right? Yeah. But so let me no, but it's a fact. I mean, it don't make sense. Most techniques.
I see it on TV.
Yeah, but you don't know which one of them we're using. You see, what if I'm on TV? Right?
No.
No. But yeah, and CSI, right? So it really is not. It's the similar type of investigative techniques, but also administratively, people are coming up having done things that seem to be corrupt. There are administrative processes that we can apply to remove them from the force.
You feel say salary is part of the reason for corruption? When I say salary, I mean the low salary where you the police.
Well,
you think that?
So remember, the way it works is there is a minimum standard of salary, or a sort of a minimum standard that if you go below it, then you're increasing your risk of more officers getting into corruption.
Like also helpers. The lower the crime, the more them teeth out the things out of your fridge.
No, but that's a fact. There's a
corruption.
Minimum. So there is like a threshold.
Yes.
Then that is what they call a living wage.
You don't go below that.
A living wage, right. So once you're above that, because remember, you can't outpay corruption. A man can give you your year's pay in a day to do something.
Yeah.
So you're not going to defeat that by paying. You defeat that by the man making a calculation.
Okay.
One is, will I get caught? Two is, if I get caught, what are the consequences? Three is, how do I feel about my organization and my own person as myself and my reputation? Those are the things that you fight corruption with.
So which one of them you feel
but let me tell
you should start with? Or if you have started?
No, we're doing all of them.
You're doing all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
Remember, a lot has to do with getting into people's heads as well.
Yes.
But I tell you what has happened to the force over time. Because of lack of investment for the longest time, over time, what has happened is a police officer, if he has pride, he wants his station look good.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So since he can't get anything out of the system, find a man who can do that for him.
Yes.
Yeah, so the person is a businessman and wants to help. No, some are very well-meaning and they just want to want.
Yeah.
Other people want something for what they're
One
investing.
the
It's
other.
an investment, right?
Yeah.
So the station is painted, and the person is applauded for his initiative. That's initiative now. Yeah, and so he gets more and more initiative. So everything he needs to patrol. He knows he needs to do it. He don't have no tires.
Yeah.
So I'm ask. I don't even have to ask. Somebody offer. I'm just take it and put on some tires on the vehicle.
Yeah.
So the man say, who give you the tires say, but oh, me not see you pass my place. So right away you become a private police force because you have to pass his place because he put tires on the vehicle. Right. So later on, so you now have been part of the process of funding the JCF. So you as the officer in charge of the station now fund the JCF. So look later on, you build your house, you need a paint.
All right. You see?
So you don't
I'm me supposed to say what you are saying.
Okay.
I'm me supposed to say what you are saying. Because me want to find out what sorry.
Go on, no matter.
I the deputy DPP, I was saying about sorry. I know that I mean Mr. Anderson. Yes, Mr. Anderson, it's easier. All right, let me say something to you. You see the people them out there, them distrust the police. And you know that too.
Right.
Ah, you don't know that.
No. So
yeah. Them not only distrust the police, them afraid of the police.
Right.
So there must be something that you can tell me that the people them can hear.
Right. Three things, because they're right away.
Yes.
So so everything that we're doing in the force is grounded on three things. Three things only. So we don't need a whole heap of complexity and all that thing. There are three things that we have to inculcate in every single thing we do. One, that we are a force for good. If you have a chance when nobody's looking and you can help, you help. You help people. That is what you do. That's why you're there. You're here. Apart from crime, it's not about crime, it's about keeping people safe.
Yes.
Right? And making people secure and helping them. So that is the first one, force for good. Everything
and
you do.
you do that.
So in a number of ways, remember, once the philosophy, once you understand that that is what you do, and the officers understand that, and you see the change, then they're not going to pass a person in need. It's not just because it might not be anything to do with crime, but they are the police, they're peace officers. It's not just law enforcement, but it's peace officers. So they're not going to pass anybody who need assistance of any sort and not render it. I mean, one of the things is that people don't really appreciate that, and I have to take it back to the murder thing. When you have 1,300 murders in a year, it's only the police go to every scene. Nobody else sees those scenes, only the police. Remember we had one lady in the scene of the crime. It's 450 scenes of murder she's been at. So you start to think about it. We as a force have about 11,000 plus. Year on year, we see 1,000 more of our people killed. We are the only ones. So
and
every position.
How much police you recruit per year? How much?
Well, we've been recruiting about 700-800
per year.
Yeah, but we're going to ramp that up this year to about 1,500 because we don't have enough police officers.
Of course.
That's a fact. So we have to. We lose about 500 a year. So we're going to make sure that we have at least 1,000 on top of what we have, right? So that's how we're recruiting. Yeah. So
and how much police in this force now?
That's it, just under 12,000.
Just 12,000.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but let me just say, let me say there are three things. All right. So force for good is one. The second one is respect for all. Right? If we're not showing the person, if we can't respect the least, we're not gonna go anywhere. Yeah. If we're gonna build trust, we have to show respect. If we go station, if we stop people, whatever we're doing, we have to have a measure of respect for our people. But you see, it's an internal thing too, you know. Yeah. We have to make sure the respect run down from the top.
Okay.
And respect the people who
where you call it
are
top?
Working for.
Top from where?
From me.
Oh, I think it out to the Prime Minister.
Well, but I can account for myself. I can't really account for those above me. I account for myself now, right? So but you have to. If you don't have that layer of respect, and we get the complaints. Boy, my officer never respect me. My sub officer never respect me. DC said constable never respect me.
You have like.
We're pushing it out in all
where you bring out the force together and talk to
different groups. It's hard to bring us all together,
but I mean,
and we're rolling out different platforms through CCU, all different sorts of ways. But so that's it. I said force for good, respect for all. Third one is rule of law.
Yes.
That whatever we do, we can't be breaking the law to say that we're enforcing the law.
May I tell you, my brethren, may I tell you this now? This is the last one that we mentioned. Very difficult.
What is? Yeah.
The police broke the law. Like when you drive on the road and a policeman stop you. And they might say, well, you want to say, it's like 80 kilometers zone, this, you know, you got 100. And they might call you one side and I say, something else, you can't do for me. And yeah, so you mean what you can do? Because me tell my wife, so I'm not getting a policeman none on the road. You know?
Right.
Yeah. And they might go call you one side and choose she's soft-hearted, you know. She's going to drop something, give them now, and when you move off, you give them a war, a quarrel amongst them one another.
So what's interesting is, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago, they stopped a man, and he said he'll give them what is on him, and then he'll give them another $70,000.
Charge him for
man, lock him up.
Charge him. All right.
And take what they got.
It might sound strange, considering that some police are not there, so I know something not going to lock me up still, but you know. There's more of them policemen on the road than when they're on the road. We are collect money from drive-by.
Right, so...
There's more of them. That's why I did afraid for you when you come on the highway.
I heard you.
I tell what
I don't, yes. So,
you know,
so
there's more police where we take our money from you and let you have. Trust me.
So remember, you know, so the part of the anti-corruption process is that we also put cars on the road for people who are, you know, we have undercover people, we have anti-corruption people.
We have undercover people?
Oh, yes.
And so much money I get to it, trust me, man.
No, but hold on. All right, so hold on.
What to the dog them, by the way?
Which dog them?
The canine dog them is supposed to smell gun and bullet and all them something there. You see, you know that you do have enough boots on the ground. But you see the dog them is very efficient, you know. I see them operate, and I tell you, you don't need more dogs on the road. I mean, I even go in and...
No, we have dogs. We use dogs and we use them operations.
Sniffer dogs. And them
no, man.
Alsatian. Serious dogs.
Yeah, man.
Where we go in a flank and Clarendon and just smell out gun.
Yeah, but if you think, you know, when you go into these places, the dog has a limited timeline on which it can work.
Like, tell me, explain to me.
No, so in other words, a sniffer dog, after a certain amount of time,
you can't sniff again.
You have to give him a break.
Well, you don't give him a break?
No, proper break.
You mean total break?
For a while.
Yeah. Anyway, excuse me.
Right.
I'm going to go to some business there, so listen to spot draws. Okay, we are talking to the Commissioner of Police, Anthony Anderson. And we've been touching some topics here, and I've been giving some views of the year. I was telling up that I have met quite a few very decent police, especially when they're on the road. Them really and truly oh okay. Digicel Shake to Win giveaway promotion. It's time to shake things up even more in the new year, and you could win $15,000 until February the 14th. Digicel customers who have downloaded the latest version of the My Digicel app and purchased a plan in the last 7 days have the opportunity of winning. You could get a call from us here at IRFM between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. every weekday. But guess what? You mustn't say hello. You must say Shake to Win with Digicel or Digital Shake to Win, and you will win $15,000 just like that. So make the call. We've got disregard a call. Next call. Next call. Next call.
Hello?
You say hello? You sit down in front of your radio and wait for Digicel Shakedown, and you go say hello. You now get the $15,000. You never know you'd have win $15,000. Hello? I mean, I say hello now. Eh? This is Mutabaruka, you know, it's not a... She hang up, she lose, so she can't matter. All right, so that is the amount of cards, 3 cards. One more, eh? Oh, look at the policeman a call, so. You want to get called, are your phone a ring? What you say a while ago? You know, say, you win $15,000. Who said that? Who said lie me a tell?
Seriously?
No. Wait. Police in Ireland, you take me for liar? No, you take me for a liar? Then you say Shake to Win and you say a lie me a tell. You say the right thing and you win and you talk about lie me a tell. What? A Mutabaruka you talk to. I mean I tell you say, alright, this is like how you never expect to win 15. Which part you live? Tell me. Make them me say you win $15,000, but since you doubt it, I want you to give the operator your address and your phone number that I can call you after the program.
Okay.
Because I have somewhere to go and I need somebody to take me.
Alright, thanks.
So you're going to get $15,000, let me tell you how you'll get it, here?
Yeah.
Alright, Digicel, yes. Give thanks for Digicel for that. Christmas in a New Year. Alright, so that was that. That was that. So we're going to go forward to the commissioner. I was telling the commissioner that I have met some wonderful police on the road. I don't meet them nowhere else still. And I'm trying to figure out if it's true. Like everybody say, Muta Union, Mutabaruka, you know. But I had an experience with one yesterday, and it was quite polite, quite polite. I'm finding, really and truly, I find that the politeness is becoming a chain reaction, you know. Because I see them stop other people too. And them stop my wife too. And you understand? So I don't have everything bad to say.
I'm getting more and more reports like that, you know. I get a lot of reports, letters of commendation, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But we don't really hype up those things, only hype up the bad. So, you know,
Yeah,
perhaps
but
not
see,
you, not you, you know.
No,
I'm just
but me
saying
too,
generally.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because me not say no, me
Yeah.
too. Me hype up the bad because me want the bad get fixed.
And we're doing that.
Yeah, you need to get it need to get fixed. And as a and a citizen of the country, I mean say these things just happen.
Absolutely.
So. Me need to highlight it and me have the microphone in front of me. And me a talk about it regular because
As you should.
if you don't talk,
you
get
it doesn't get harmed.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't
We
get
want to talk about something where interests people.
Yes.
On a low level. The taxi them.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think say more could be done to alleviate the unruliness of these taximen on the road. Is there a plan that you have to really stop these whole heap of craziness? Is there a plan?
So remember, you know, so it is not. So it's not you can't. It's not so much a plan for taximen. It's a plan for public roads.
Right,
no. So no, there's a point to it.
Yeah.
Because what we find is that in most places, the majority of people obey the law, especially when it comes to road traffic act.
Yes. Yeah.
And then a few you need to do law enforcement who break the rules. It's not really like that here, you know, because normal average citizen will come to a traffic light and look around, don't see police, and then just kind of roll through the traffic light and go.
Yeah, especially 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night.
Exactly. Or they are speeding beyond the speed limit constantly.
Yeah.
So when you start to talk about chaos on the roads, you have to ask yourself, one, have you ever received a ticket? Two, have you ever done anything that you should have received a ticket, but you never, you get to it. And you have to start reflecting on that. Are you part of that chaos? Now you have some taximen do some really extreme things, and we know that. And so we have, in terms of arresting, finding people with warrants and all that, these guys with a lot of outstanding tickets. We went up 300% last year. There's a lot of them we picked up and carried before the courts.
But me ask you a question.
And we're talking about people with 1,000+ tickets.
As that me just have a mention. Our man cannot drive and have 1,000 tickets.
Well,
our man cannot drive and have that. I mean a passenger.
Because remember, from a policing perspective, there are two things we can do. We ticket or we give a summons, depending on what the offense is.
Is it computerized?
So aspects of it are.
All right.
And it's just just some work is being done, has been done recently to streamline that system, because there were challenges with the system. And so, you know, there were people who paid the ticket and then they came up with a warrant and stuff, things like that. But the majority of them, especially the people with a high number of tickets, them just up and down doing what they feel like.
Well, that is the problem now, because I see the Prime Minister introduce paperless. Him get everybody a computer in the house. So obviously, the computer system is something that can alleviate this, that you put a man in there, and as him have a ticket, you put it in there. And him name supposed to come up, if him pass a certain amount, he's supposed to press that. Just like when you go through the airport, them take your picture every minute, and him goes to boom, and if him, the fingerprint don't match the picture where they must on the thing, them carry going out of the room.
Right.
So how is it that a man can have 1,000 tickets?
Right.
Something wrong with the system.
Well, remember, you know, if you have 1,000 tickets, the way the law treats it, the 1,000th ticket is just a ticket in of itself. It doesn't have anything to do with the other 999. So you're really talking about a number of counts. In other words, there's no threshold that if you cross it,
I know,
something else happens.
But there's no record of 5 tickets, 6 tickets,
no,
7 tickets.
absolutely.
Well,
so that's why but you see, unless the warrant is automatically generated, then you have to go to the court and get a warrant.
Well, explain to me. If a police stop you on the road and give a ticket for speeding, it don't go into a database that say.
Yes, it does.
This, all right, and then if him do it again, it go in a
at
database.
the tax office, yeah.
Yeah, and if him broke the stoplight, it go in a database. And if him cuss bad road on the road in a taxi, it go in a database.
Well,
him use the taxi and
really.
cuss bad road like when him do with the policeman.
Well, that's a different thing.
Yeah, but when I say, right. When I say, if a man have 1,000 tickets, all that seems say is the breakdown of the system that allow this man to have 1,000 systems.
But you have to understand, so when we stop somebody, we can check to see if there are outstanding warrants, tickets.
Yeah.
We can check the vehicle electronically to see if the vehicle is registered, the fitness is there, the insurance is up. We can check that.
Yeah.
Right. So if there are no warrants and we see high numbers of tickets, we can take somebody to the court and get a warrant. But what I'm saying is there's no automaticity to it.
Yeah, but that, watch out. Let me tell you something, man.
This is what we changed. So let me tell you what we're doing. So rather than that, So we're just putting a number of systems to allow for that. But the key is
allow for what?
Allow for it to be more automatic. So it comes as soon as you do that, you see it appear over here and so that is the thing. Now the next step for that is that the police officer will actually enter the ticket details electronically rather than a book that him write up in. So once they press send and print your receipt, it's at the tax office. Right. And the time starts to click.
Yes.
When it hits a certain point.
So that was before, that is now after the man gets the 1,000 ticket.
No, this is a ticket one. This is what I'm saying is no. We're talking about putting in a system.
Okay, so now it is it's active now.
Parts of it is not
but at
fully.
The time when we are talking it's never active.
No, because remember it's handwritten tickets, but there are still a lot of outstanding. What we've been doing is getting the warrants and going for them, picking them up, carrying them, putting them before the courts, and we've had a fair amount of success with that. Or the public has been very good with assisting us with images of things, videos of things, and we pursue those and carry out and prosecute these people. Yeah, so, you know.
You know, say, I got up on the taxi man, them, you know. Because right now, I'm afraid of taxi man them more than a gunman, them, believe you me. Anytime I see a taxi man come, I just move over. Because apart from me love my life, I love my car too. Yeah, that's why I don't want to box my car, because I go to car and pay feet. All right. What may I say? If how much people know all last year?
So okay, so let me put it so tickets. Let's look at ticketing. So we ticketed over we wrote over 500,000 tickets last year. We wrote twice the number of tickets as the highest place in the United States. We doubled the highest place in the United States per capita for tickets in Jamaica.
That means you have some dangerous driver in Jamaica.
It means that, but you would look around and think that based on the number of infractions, remember what I said?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be breaking the rules. So the key is the consequences. The consequences don't match
that means
the thing.
You don't have something where say you have to pay the consequence for the broken the law. You need the consequence I talk about, you know.
Yeah.
That means say something is wrong if a man have 1,000 tickets and him just dead with it, so, and we are talking about consequence. What is the consequence of a man having 1,000 tickets? $25,000 or something like that, you know. I mean, really.
But this is the point. So if the consequences don't match the thing, if you have a problem with this, and then it's a slap on the wrist, then why change? You make a calculation. What's the chance of being caught? And if you're caught, what are the consequences? Then you do what you're doing.
Most of them don't get caught.
Well, as I say, we write up, spend the time, the law enforcement time to write up over 500,000 a year. If you think about...
And how much of those go to the court and get prosecuted?
Well, most of them pay at the tax office.
Okay.
Most.
Okay.
But if you think of...
Like how much so? Like how much?
80%.
80% pay at the tax office. Okay.
So what I'm saying... But
20%.
But 20% of...
That are 200,000
That are 100,000.
200,000 people. 20%.
Yeah.
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 We are looking at this time for find out if it's the answer no.
Yes, sir. No, but 10% 100,000, right?
Yeah. So you have 200,000 people.
100,000.
It's a 20%.
Of 500,000.
Which 500,000? I think it's $1 million.
$500,000.
Oh,
Say
$500,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
Sorry. All right. So you say now, that amount of people dip on the road without any consequence.
Well, you pick, as I say, you pick them up. Some of them may only have one in them, or two. But you see what you don't
Like
reflect.
me.
But you see what happens is, the key is when you go to the tax office to do any other business, you shouldn't be able to do that business till the ticket
it come up.
No, that's what should happen.
And it don't happen.
No, it doesn't happen. So just changes to legislation. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you have to go to Parliament to change that.
Well, we have to go talk to, what I'm saying is, we have to distinguish between what the police's responsibility is to rule of law.
Yes.
Rule of law.
Yes.
So our job, we write the ticket.
Yes.
And the law enforcement effort is in writing the ticket or arresting if it's an arrestable offense, seizing if it's a seizable offense. So we take away about 8,000 cars a year. That's what we seize. 8,000 cars. Yeah.
Which part do you put them?
Well, we put them and release them, and you remember you can't hold them indefinitely. Yeah, about 8,000.
And you're supposed to get 100 more cars from the brother and can't get it in like 2 years.
No, we're getting other cars.
But all of that. How that go, by the way? How that go?
Which one?
The car them were supposed to get how long and can't get them.
They've been trickling in.
2 years. When get half 100. One to the other 100. 2 years? I them not pay for.
No, I think they're all paid for. I think
they pay for everything.
Yeah, remember all of this is.
So what is it?
All of this is going through a process. You know, once it becomes it's a legal matter, they're going through a process. So
2 years is a process.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, the police them want car.
No, but we're getting cars separate from that.
Separate from the 100.
Oh yeah. Of course.
What? We're not going to full up the place of car. The wide road, Mr. Oldness make no car hold, you know?
No, but we need the mobility, you know that.
We don't know
that. We need the mobility.
All right. So, all right. The Prime Minister gone beyond now SOE means say now, even though them still have it, him now declaring a crime plan. I don't want to hear that.
No, it's not that. So, we obviously, everything we do has to be according to our plan, yeah? You can't even to get the budget that you want, you have to submit a plan for the organization, plan for what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to get the funding. So
you have the plan already?
Yeah, of course, they had plan Secure Jamaica.
No,
because remember, he has to keep. We have to keep adjusting as we do things, and and as they start to work, we do more of this. Start on new things. So, for instance, what we're doing. So, if we look at what we do falls under three basic things. One is our law enforcement and law enforcement initiatives. The second one is the force development and force growth initiatives, development issues. And the third one is our engagement with the public, with partners, stakeholders abroad, stakeholders in Jamaica. So three distinct lines which all support each other. So that is how we structure. Now on the law enforcement side, at the top end, we have things like a state of emergency, right? Then that is really a violence control measure to stop murder and shooting. That's what it does.
At the point.
Yeah, shut it down. At the point where it is.
So you was up the view like the Minister of Security that until the crime go down to 800, the SOE have to stay?
No, what I'm saying, so the SOE has to be, you heard my thing is you need to hit 500. The average.
No, I know, but
average.
All right, you say 500, but the Minister of National Security say him not going to move it until the crime go down to 800.
Well, the murder.
The murder,
right.
the murder,
so,
the murder,
so
the murder.
Here's the point. If you are 2, 3, 4 times, if you're in the top of the world for this, you're in a crisis. Even if you don't know it, you're in a crisis. You have a problem. And if you have been there so long, 15 years unbroken, then you've been in the hot water so long you don't even realize you're in hot water. So we have to, we as the police are the ones who see the hot water. as it happens,
Yeah.
where it happens.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean the same thing to us. So it's not a number, and it's not something you're reading about in the newspaper. It's something we see. It's our reality. So when we go to a community, when the man is dead on the ground, you know, and the family is bawling, it's a police officer they're hanging off, you know. Yeah, it's a police officer there who's trying to console them. So we have this loss of life of our citizens is real
Yeah,
to
man, I
us.
know that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's to everybody. I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is some people are more distanced from it than
right now
others.
in Jamaica, everybody is on tiptoes because of the murder.
Because they hear about it. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is we're there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, and I agree. So everybody is aware of it, and I'm not diminishing
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah.
Everybody's concerned about this
Yeah.
issue. But what I'm saying is, if you have something that repeatedly reduces that almost immediately,
Yeah.
why would you stop?
Because there is alternatives to it.
No, there isn't. So why?
no alternative to
No, what I'm
SOE.
saying is, at the levels of violence that we have,
Yeah,
and
there's
the
no
capacity,
alternative
and
to
hold on,
SOE.
and the capacity of the forces that exist.
Yes.
If you don't do it, we have, remember, 15 years ready to thing. You know.
All right, explain to me, why
So-
is it that the crime, the murder rate increased this year? Not this year, last year, and not when the thing, when it did just start, the crime rate gone way down.
No, so hold on.
And
So
now
okay,
you see-
let us just start the thing as it is.
Yes,
We have.
yes.
Let's look 3 years back, 2017. Sorry. 2017, 18, 19, because that's the last
Yes,
3
yeah,
years
yeah,
before
yeah.
2020 just started. In 2017, we had 1,640 murders.
Yeah.
By 2018, we dropped it 22% in 1 year. 70% drop
Because of
in
the
St.
SOE.
James.
Because of the SOE.
SOE and other measures. SOE never works alone either. There's no law enforcement thing that we do that we stop doing when we do our SOE. We do all of that and an SOE. That is what creates the stress in us.
So the SOE is
Yeah.
part of the stopping it though.
Significant part.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the 2018, it went down 22% to 1,287. This year,
Last year.
2019,
Yeah.
we lost 3%. It went up to 1,300.
Well, they're not easy. You
No,
know,
no, but-
we are listening to you.
No,
We are
hear
listening
what
to
I'm
you.
saying.
Yeah. We are listening to you. yeah.
So what I'm saying is, what we do know for a fact is that everywhere there's an SOE, it dropped dramatically.
So let me ask you, why do people them not feel say the 3% is a difference from how them feel? Why is it that the people them in the area them, a lot of the people them in the area them where them say like one woman lose 3 picnic in a 3 week, right?
Where is that?
Are we no? When I got ask now, are we now therefore saying that we should have make the whole island a police state?
No, we're not saying that. And,
Okay.
and the SOE is
Because
not.
it a work.
Yeah.
SOE a work.
Yeah,
you
but
say.
it works for what it works for.
Yes.
It works for high violence.
Yes.
It works for high murders and shootings.
Yes.
When gangs are operating almost with impunity, it works then.
All right. The nearly 50 murders are going already. Most of it is not in the where the SOE is.
Let me tell you how that works. So
Yeah.
remember, a SOE does not shut the thing down to zero.
No, I know that.
Good.
I know
So
that,
what
yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
is, in the beginning of the year, you had say 5 murders in Clarendon.
You have a
Within
SOE
the
over there,
first-
so?
Yeah, in Clarendon.
Which is less than last year. That's
Wait,
what
hold
you
on.
say.
No. Let's just look at that.
Okay.
Well, since the SOE was instituted in Clarendon, murder went down by 70% and shooting by 60-odd%.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, this year, you had a spike. You had 5, 3 around one incident, 3 around large.
And them still have the SOE there.
Still have the SOE.
Okay.
What you normally have when you have that, you see it start to spin out. You see after that reprisal coming for that and
Yeah.
the thing shoot. After we had 5 like within the first few days first few days.
In the SOE area.
SOE area, right? For the next, up until this day, you've had one. Over the next 2 weeks, shut it down to one. So if you think about it, what it gives us ability, when the gangs start to kick off, you can cauterize it immediately. This is what it does for you. It stops. It does not eliminate every gangster.
No, we're not expected to eliminate it. You know.
So what I'm saying is, if you're still getting, yes, you still have killings, and yes, you're still gonna have them because they're gonna do it long time, and they intend to do it. But if you can reduce it by 50% in an era, by 40%, even 25%, you know how many lives that is?
Yeah, but it spiked in the first part of the year in a place where the SOE there.
Yeah, that it spiked, but we shut it down. What I'm saying is...
Oh, you shut it down
Yes,
now?
that's what I'm saying, shut down.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Give me your phone
But that's not the only... Yeah, but that's not
Yeah.
the... So we do that. We also have to remember, you know, there's a big hype around that. But that's
Hype
not
around
the... SOEs. There's a lot of talk around it and a lot of things. But it's...
Like what is the hype around it?
No, what I'm saying is, it has become almost a divisive thing. You have those pro-SOE, those anti-SOE and all that. But the simple...
Anything where we work, I am up to it.
Right.
But what may I say is that the SOE to me come like, yes, you have percentage, this one, percentage.
No, but no percentage of people life, you know. And a percentage of people life.
But a percentage you talk about.
I have to talk about it in those
You
terms.
say 10 dead, this one 5. You say the percentage, this is
Reduction. May I say, if you are running at a particular rate, 1 per day, people being killed, and you go down to 1 per week.
But this is not 1 per day. This is not 1 per day. This is what you talk about, not 1 per
No, but that's what I'm saying. Look at St. James. Without the SOE, right? Yeah. It was 1 per day, almost. 330 odd for the year.
How much it is now?
It dropped to, last year, was 150 for the year, down from 335.
The year before?
The year before was, so, 3 years, let me go 3 years,
less.
was 102.
Yes.
We had we have that St. James is the best case. We have 3 years. We had 1 year when there was no SOE. We had 335 murders there.
Yes.
The next year we had a SOE for the whole year. We had 102. Yeah. The last year we had it for 10 months of the year. We had 150. There is. I mean, I
what that mean?
Well, you know, see,
no,
reason that you.
No, I mean, I see
right.
that's what
okay.
People them here.
What I'm saying is that we see a distinct difference.
Yes.
When it is in place and when it is not.
All right. Here are the people that look on it. The people that look on it say, last year there was less murders.
Year before, yeah.
When the
2018.
It was less murders. And this year them see the murder rate gone up.
This year when? You mean like 2020?
Yeah. No, not 2020.
2019.
Last year them see the murder rate gone up. The people them, it don't scare the people them because the percentage and that and the percentage, it scare the people them because when them look, every time 5 dead, 3 dead, 2 dead, and it's not as the worst, you know, because I remember in a when they did have a PGA Patterson, when they did have PGA Patterson in a power, you did have like it had gone at 1,500, and even though them chilled the Prime Minister, it did still there 1,500, so it's not the worst the crime rate ever be in a Jamaica. The worst was the 1,500. Now it's less than 1,500.
16, high 16.
Yeah, but now it's less than 1,500.
Much less.
But there's some, I don't know, a psychological thing that grip the people then. There's somehow, it come more intense.
So let me share something. So because I don't want to just make it seem as though SOEs are all what we're doing. So let me explain some more, because I think it's important for listeners to know what their police are doing. So that is just one thing, and it deals specifically with high murders and shootings. The next thing we have, of course, are the zones. This year we'll probably roll out some more zones of special operations, which really creates the conditions to put some more investment and development into our community.
Yeah.
All right. The next layer is our gang investigations. Now, we have been bringing before the courts entire gangs, or large portions of gangs.
Yeah.
So we had the Ushens Wilson gang, that we're waiting in March. We should get the verdict from the Chief Justice, and then we'll proceed from there. We just had Tesha Miller convicted.
Yeah.
We have 50 members of Clans gang in custody. We have 12 gangs lined up to go to court. This has never been the case.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't focus on those people who are producing the violence, it not only with the measure that suppresses what they do, but also to put them before the court. You have to make the cases. And what you have seen from the DPP is that the cases are some of the best cases she has seen in her career. She said so. And she's saying that the work with the police is getting better and better.
All right, stick up in. We have to go back to the minister again, the Minister of National Security.
Yes.
The Minister of National... Don't ask me for the tape.
No.
Don't take my word.
Yes, I take your word.
Yes. The Minister of National Security said that 200 guns is coming into the island every month. You never hear that. Don't bother. You never hear.
No.
I know you never hear it. May I tell you the same say?
Yes.
200 guns coming at the island every month. And out of that, them get, how much the thing they got? 40 of them? 40 guns out of the 200, where will that check? Where will that talk about it? Anyway, less than 50% of the guns them get caught. Right. That means it's 40%. That means you have 160 guns out there where don't get, still out there.
Right.
The concern is, you hold the man them and you not find the gun them.
So it's interesting that a lot of the gun recovery we do is from the public assisting us.
Yeah.
So that is because people...
So want intelligence,
no, but that's... Remember,
dog them.
No, but hold on, remember, intelligence is that.
They want the dog them.
The dogs are there, but another you
man, you disrespect the dog them, you know what you deal with.
No, you look at it, well, you've been in some of these areas. You know that the dog will run away, run up and down the mountain.
I know well-trained dog that.
Yeah, man, good dog.
No, man, and them run up and down.
No, I'm saying that with the dogs, you have to take them to a spot. When you do it, usually they work in conjunction with the operations. Right.
Not wrong with that.
Intelligence is the key, but let's...
I never said intelligence is not the key, you know.
No, you said intelligence. I'm agreeing with you.
The dog, them is very intelligent. The dog, them is very intelligent. May I tell you,
you're right.
I go to the airport one day and I see a dog follow a man. Come right up to the gate and the police them call him and when them look.
Yeah.
Him have a bag of money in more than $10,000.
Right.
It's intelligent that. So may I say, the canine, the dog them is a vital part of the process.
Use dogs.
They only not get no more gun than that.
No, but remember, but remember, they use the dogs in conjunction with the operation. How the question is, what we need to do is seal the thing against the guns coming in.
Well, that is what Pompeo come here for now. Him come here to say him going to try help, you know. You can't say that, you know. Me I say it.
Yeah,
but you can't say it. Apparently, him obviously I say, you know, meanwhile him a leak China around it, so he might say, well, watch out. We are going to see our security.
No, but remember, you know, there has been an investment in security.
Of course.
In recent times that really is kind of unprecedented in terms
like
of...
how much money, so?
No, man, what the money, man? Billions.
Like how much
billions.
Money, so? $50? Like 50 million?
Like
million. A billion US?
20 billion this financial year.
20 billion
21.
US.
No,
20 billion.
Jamaican.
I did read that.
Right. So
read
this is like what we normally get over 10 years.
Yeah.
So what that has allowed is a greater capacity to do everything from see what is in our territorial waters.
Yes.
So
block up the 80 part of the whole thing.
So last night, they interrupted one of those movements with 1,900 or so pounds of ganja. Now when that go to Haiti, you know, it's coming back. It trade.
Transfer to gun, yeah.
Yesterday, 4,000.
Ganja.
Yeah. The other day, 1,200 keys of cocaine.
Okay.
So what I say, so these are the currency, you know. The guns now, most time then dump it is at bottom of the sea. You can't get it.
When you
throw it overboard.
but me talk with there, the man said, the minister said, 200 guns are coming to the island every month.
So we have to choke that, you know, because we don't make gun.
Yeah, then that me I say, if we don't get 40 of that, 40% of that, it's 100 odd gun out there.
Right. So we have, so remember, you know, everything is a work in progress. Eh? We have to get.
So it's still a trial and error thing?
No.
After
no matter
50 odd years of independence?
Yeah, but not trial and error. Remember, you know, we have a challenge that is beyond other people's, you know. We're in the top 5 in the world, you know. Running at number 3 for things like homicides and all of these things, you know. We are way
when
up
you say
there.
top 5, what you mean?
In other words,
we have the most homicides
yes.
in the top 5. We're still there. That's what I think we're going at 3.
We're going about 3, 4. I say in the top 5, you know.
Yeah.
It shifts depending on what other people do.
Yeah.
But when you're up there, you can't ask a man when you have no homicide what you're doing. We know what to do, right? But sometimes, even when you get the resources, today, you don't get the capability today. You know?
So is the top part of the thing that create a problem then? The top above you.
That's what creating what problem?
That you don't have enough resources.
No, but what I'm saying is when the resources come, and the resources have been coming, I cannot say they haven't been. That's not true.
Yeah.
But there is a lag because you take the resources, you have to go through a procurement process, you have to buy things, you have to develop capabilities, and there is a lag on it. So the success you're getting at sea now on the informal ports in Jamaica, that investment started 3 years ago.
Yes.
So now we're getting the returns.
So we are talking about now, we could wait for the next 3 years.
No, wait. But we have to do it as we go along. I know it's not like a shutdown.
If you tell Jamaicans them have to wait again,
them have to wait.
Jamaica go empty, you know.
Yeah, but
because you could all want to leave too.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm committed.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere.
The other man, the same committed.
Which other man?
The doctor.
Me can't talk to anybody.
No, me I tell you say, no, me not say to talk to you. I tell you what him say.
Okay.
Him committed, you know. And him realize, boy, I know this thing I can maybe ball lake and made a ball and all them stuff. Him know that nothing with
that's why
him just, no, a different thing why you red ball, man. A different thing why you red ball, me I tell you. Anyway, I'm sorry to say you come late still, because we still have things to cover, but
I have a lot of things
I don't know.
but
come here, we talk about your private life yet.
I didn't know we were going to talk about that.
No, we're not talking about it. That's why we don't talk about it yet. No, we're not talking about it. We have to leave now. We have to do this program now. Right. We give thanks, you know. We give thanks for you to come and share where you share with us. We still I say the police can be more best served if the people them at the top would have really get them finger upon the thing and find out exactly what is it to do that instead of carry youth them in arms way. Because enough youth must sit on the road. Like me could have been them grandfather. I'm sorry for them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the youth them. I mean I say, you know, I mean, all them youth are there on the road. So and them do have no respect, but you have to show them respect. And when me see them, every policeman me call sir, you know. Say, Muta, you don't have to call me sir, man. I say, yes, sir. I know that, sir, but, you know, I mean, me call up on the radio anytime. You see all of you tell me, anytime a police stop you, sir. Okay. Yeah, you have to say it.
No, but that's what our officers should be saying too.
Yeah, but me I tell you, say, me I try instill a certain respect.
Yeah, but remember, you know,
them
as you say, as you had just said, our officers, we're seeing more and more where they understand the value of that relationship.
And that lady over there, man, me I tell you, I can't forget her. Even though I see her already, I see her on TV, you know. My wife sit down and I watch her, you know. My wife, I go so. I mean, say that, me nah, go and let me nah look. So, we give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time. This has been something to really reflect on, because we're going to come back to you again, you know. Yeah, we're going to come back and say, you remember, they said this.
Yeah, play the tape.
January.
Play the tape.
You see it? Play the tape. And I know, so you know, it's the Prime Minister voice that. You can't say I know the Prime Minister voice.
I know my voice. So
eh? Oh gosh, man, you
tape.
know your voice no more than Prime Minister voice. So give thanks for
thank you.
the security that you bring. Give thanks to my brethren over there, so we think we could have win the 15,000 a while ago. If we have fun, if we call somebody, you know. Anyway,
no, well, thank you. Thank you for hosting me and also for your listeners. You know, it's that's why I came down here and I didn't want to talk to you on the phone. I want to sit down.
But I never want to talk to you on the phone, you know.
Exactly.
You know, the phone, the face-to-face thing more
real,
secure for me.
Yeah,
because I'm going to talk to you on the phone and you may talk to.
Yeah.
You know?
So when you play the tape, it's not me.
When you play the tape, you can't go there and say, me? No, sir, I was at a meeting with the Prime Minister. You know, them kind of way there. We give thanks, thanks. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. News time.